I love to travel. Whenever I can, I travel. If my wife would allow me, I'd live in Europe with her.
Well, we got to work on her then.
I'm in my lab today, so I can show your audience what I'm doing.
That's exciting. All right. So yeah, do you have any questions for me before we get going?
I'm going to turn on my instrument. Give me 1 second. I always offer 15 days of free session to the audience. Okay? That way, I make it worth their while to watch. Okay?
All right.
Hang on. Okay. So behind me, these are scalar energy instruments. I'm going to demonstrate how these instruments can light up our lives.
All right. Very exciting. Yeah, you're going to have to completely educate me on all of this because it's all very new to me. So yeah, we're going to introduce you, Tom Paladino, and you're going to teach us all about energy stuff. You are a holistic medical expert and Scalar energy researcher with over 40 years of groundbreaking experience following in the footsteps of Nikola Tesla, which is awesome. We love Tesla. So tell us about what you do, Tom, because I have no idea.
Okay. We're going to speak about scalar energy and how scalar light through instrumentation. This is one of the instruments that I work with. How we can control scalar energy and not only harness it, but use that to improve human and animal health. So these are energy instruments that will help people and animals through what I call informational health, energy health. It's not biological. It's a new process that I've developed. So scalar energy. Where are we going with this? What does this mean?
Yes, what does this mean?
That's the energy of the sun and the stars.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so I'm working with the energy of the sun and the stars. It's not electricity.
Right.
And these instruments will control that energy from the sun and the stars.
Okay.
And in so doing, we can not only harness this energy, but we, if you will, download it, or we administer it to the force field, the energy fields of people and animals. So it's administration of energy. It's not a biological process. And we have great results when we can take this instrument and, if you will, broadcast it to the aura or the energy field of a person.
Interesting. I mean, I'm all about energy work and healing, so.
Okay. So,
anything about that, great. And coming from the stars, I'm intrigued.
I'll explain how this works in practice. Now, keep in mind, this is a custom-built instrument. My work is unique. It's never been duplicated because I work with a custom approach.
Mm-hmm.
Take photographs of people. This is my photograph.
Okay.
And I actually place my photograph inside the instrument. My photograph now is in a quantum field, in a scalar energy force field. So I access a person through their photograph, through their energy field on a photograph. Now, we're having a discussion by way of our computers. Obviously, you're not in my computer.
Right.
Okay? And when a person sends me their photograph, I can communicate by their photograph, just as people can communicate by a cell phone or a video call as we're having. Now, right. When a person sends me their photograph, I'm able to look at that photograph with the instrument, and then I can scan, if you will. These are magnified photographs. I can scan photographs of germs, or I can scan photograph of microbes side by side the person's photograph.
Okay.
So this is a bacterium. It's called Mycoplasma pneumonia. Now, when I place these two photographs in the quantum field, there's an energy field, Mycoplasma pneumonia, with my photograph. The two force fields communicate. It's an information system. And we share information. The two photographs communicate with one another. If I find my quantum field and eradicate it. This is how straightforward and simple this process is. Scalar energy allows me with this instrument to look for a microbe, scan it in my quantum field, and remove it, eradicate it, disassemble it.
Wow. That's fascinating.
Thank you. So it's a straightforward, easy, guaranteed approach to look for a microbe and remove it, destroy it, eradicate it, disassemble it. So I believe my discovery will have great benefit to mankind. Through light, not through a chemical, and through the information field on a photograph. You don't have to show up to my office. You send your photograph because your photograph is your bilocated version. To be clear, I never work with people. I work with their quantum field, which is their aura, their energy field, their spirit.
Right. Wow. Okay. So tell us how you came up with this and built, how did you build this machine? I mean, I love the concept of it makes actually a lot of sense to me because energy fields and everything is how we communicate and heal, but this is fascinating. So.
Thank you. If you look at this instrument, there's no moving parts.
Right.
So where's the kinetic energy coming from? The stars. The kinetic energy, the motion is from the stars. So with this energy, I can instruct it. It's energy that's productive. It's kinetic energy.
Okay.
Now, in theory, many people think that this is the energy that drives the sun and the stars. I say that's true. Mm-hmm. And then if it is, then this energy is responsible not only for the sun and the stars, but everything else in the universe. Because the entire universe is driven by that energy from the sun and the stars. What am I getting at? Light is fundamental. And if I've tapped into the light of the sun and the stars, I've tapped into the life force energy of everything.
That is correct, yeah.
Yes, and that's what I believe. And with that, then I can manipulate the energy field of a microbe. Or I can take a photograph of a vitamin. This is a magnified photograph of riboflavin.
Oh, wow, vitamins are pretty.
Yes, they are. And I can download that vitamin into my quantum field.
Wow. Okay, I'm fascinated. I want you to do this on me. So you have patients clients, or I don't know what you would call them. You're doing this on people already right now.
Yeah. On their photograph.
Right.
Again, to be clear, nobody travels to my office, to my laboratory. It's a new science in which you bilocate. Now, our hostess lives in Europe. I live in North America, in the United States. By sending me your photograph, it doesn't matter where you live because your biofield, your quantum field is treated.
Right. Okay?
So we overcome time and distance. What am I saying? This transcends time and space. That's my point.
Right.
Time and space are no obstacle because we're in the quantum field. So we're not bound by electricity and magnetism, which is just one point in time. We're in the expansive all-knowingness of God, the quantum field that transcends time and space.
Right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So,
So consider today in my laboratory, I work with 500,000 photographs.
500,000, huh? All right.
People from around the world, I can assemble the photographs, miniaturize them, put them on a collage. People from around the world send me photographs. And in the course of a day, I can easily identify and eradicate microbes, viruses, bacteria, fungi. During the course of the day, I can download vitamins or antioxidants or minerals or other types of phytochemicals into a person. And I also can balance their chakras. This instrument is so powerful, it can illuminate a light bulb. Well, if I can illuminate a light bulb, then I can illuminate the brain waves in the 7 chakras.
Right.
So if I place my photograph next to the instrument, it's so powerful it could illuminate a light bulb. Well, that identical energy that can illuminate a light bulb can
And then it can do
illuminate my
wonders for
brain
your
waves.
human system. Yeah. Right?
Yes, because we are light bodies. This is not a chemical process. This is not biological. I don't work with people. I don't work on the chemical level. I work on the spiritual level, the informational level. All of my work is non-physical. It's a new branch of physics.
I think it's absolutely fascinating because I'm like certified in like Reiki, which deals with energy work, but this is just like that's just beyond of that. And I just think it's fascinating because it's incorporating technical science and, physics per se in that. So who's seen this? Who's using this?
Well, that's the point of our discussion today, if I may. I'm trying to get this information out there. And I think podcasts are a great way for me to, if you will, share my results and share my groundbreaking technology. Again, I am one researcher. This is a custom built instrument. My work has never been duplicated. So, if you will, to your audience, help me get this word out there. Help me share this information around the world. To that end, I offer anybody in the world free sessions. Go to my website, scalarlight.com, and anybody in the world can sign up for free sessions. I'll work with you for free, no questions asked, because I want to prove this by way of your experience. If you email us your photograph, we'll work with you for free. And every day we'll, if you will, balance your chakras, we'll deliver nutrients, we'll eradicate those microbes. And then you decide. It's a 15-day free session. You decide after those 15 days, how do you feel? Did you benefit from this? What is your point? What do you feel like? How can we improve your health in the future?
It's amazing. I'm on your website right now. For everyone, and this is very cool. So how long have you, like, when, give us the tale.
It's been 50 years.
And did you always, is this like what you were intending to create though when you started creating something, or was this just like this divine download of like, this is what I have to do and this is how it goes together?
It's a divine download. And to be clear, I'm not the original engineer, and I still work with other engineers today, but it's all divine. Again, this is groundbreaking, and it's we have to rely upon God's wisdom. So
for sure.
You're absolutely right. It's a divine undertaking. You're right.
I feel like it is. It is like the world needs stuff like this because obviously modern medicine is not always wonderful, and also the fact that like distance. The fact that you can reach anybody and get this like from a scientific perspective, because nobody really wants to hear that from me per se. So yeah.
So we've had great success. I'm going to share with your audience some of the success we've had. After people send me photographs, again, we work with them. We're able to eradicate, say, the herpes virus. So how do we do that? These are magnified photographs of various species of the herpes virus. If I match up my photograph and communicate my photograph with the herpes viruses, we can eradicate, we can identify and eliminate, eradicate, disassemble the herpes virus. Well, after we perform that session by way of a photograph, people will vouch for what we're doing. Here's a test result. This woman submitted her test result. After we work with her, she tells us she no longer has a viral load for herpes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
No viral load for herpes.
Oh.
There's another person that submitted their test result to us. After we work with this person, no viral load likewise for herpes. These are PCR test results. People tell us that they no longer have any viral load for herpes.
That's amazing.
So these are the testimonies that really serve as the beginning body of evidence for our work. Scalar energy is proving to be successful with many people to the point that they share with us their PCR tests. And invariably those
That's great.
PCR tests, yeah, thank you. Those PCR tests say that they're no longer infected with any trace for herpes
Right.
or other types of viral infections.
Yeah, I was gonna. What other ones have you done studies on?
Let's see. Let me try and.
I know I'm asking. I'm like, what else have you worked with?
Yeah, here are PCR test results for HIV after working with people
Oh my
who
God.
are HIV positive. They no longer have a viral load for HIV.
That's amazing. So then, like, when people send you pictures, do they tell you, like, oh, this is what I'm dealing with, or?
Yeah, I don't diagnose. And to make this so easy for everybody, I don't ask for personal information or medical information. I'm not a medical professional. They simply send their photograph.
Right.
And in the span of 1 hour, I can, if you will, scan, or I can incorporate thousands of photographs of microbes in the instrument. I can target now 400,000 different species of germs, microbes. So there's no interpretation of the microbe. I just use photographs. The
Right.
photograph is the intelligence. There is no human reasoning to my work. And that's what I like. I don't have to interpret. The photograph.
I like things that don't have human reasoning.
Yes, thank you. The photograph. The photograph looks for the microbe, the germ. If it's found in the quantum field, the informational field, the photograph will not only find the germ, but the instrument will eradicate that microbe.
Okay. So
So the photograph is the identifier. There you go.
Right. Okay. So, but like, if you don't per se already have the photograph of what you're will it identify just, oh, this is what it is. Here's this photo.
If I don't have a microbe of the germ of a photograph, of the microbe, then nothing will happen. You have to instruct the instrument.
Okay.
So to that end, over the course of years, I've developed a library of approximately 400,000 species of microbes. So I have.
So I was going to say there's like so many. How many? Yeah.
I have so many photographs of microbes. Yes.
Okay. Because there's so many different, obviously, bacterials and microbes in everybody's body. So that's a catalog in and of itself. So basically, so they have to know what's wrong with them essentially, but you're also sending chakra, so that, I don't know, I feel like it's probably eliminating things even if people don't know per se what bacteria they have, because just aligning your energy field in general is going to eliminate so many.
I think you're right.
I
think this new science, once we really develop an understanding of this new science, how it does correct not only microbial infection, remove it, but it also correct and balance our 7 chakras.
Right.
If I can illuminate a light bulb, then I should be able to illuminate my brain waves.
Right, exactly. And basically mind over matter on anything. And if your brain and your brain waves are connecting with the rest of your body, I feel like anything is possible, to any ailment, any misalignment, you can kind of fix with that.
So thank you. So what have we ventured into? This new science of scalar energy allows us to have direct control over nature, dominion over nature. Okay? As opposed to electricity, that's indirect control. So what am I getting at? Once we really understand and master scalar energy, we can master the universe. If you can control scalar energy and master this energy is fundamental, then you have fundamental control of the universe. That's where we're going. We have now fundamental control over this universe.
Well, that's a lot of power that I'm not sure.
No, you're absolutely right. It is a tremendous amount of power. It's a tremendous sway of power. And this is what Nikola Tesla, the great researcher,
Right.
discovered, that he considered this the very control center. He called it the wheelwork of nature. He was right. It's consciousness. If you can control the information of the universe, you control the universe.
That's true. That is true. I mean, I believe. I can't say anything for certain, obviously. I will always claim I don't really know, but I believe that. So, yeah, I mean, the way the world is, obviously, we need our consciousness to shift into a higher frequency, so.
That's part of my work. But when I'm working with people, again, today, I work with 500,000 photographs today.
Right.
And performing a chakra balancing for 500,000 people, I think I'm improving the world condition.
I think you're doing a great job, yes. They need it. They need it for sure. Yeah. Like, honestly.
Yes, they do.
And and the
Very
fact that you can do that on such, like, a grand scale is very, because, I mean, like, there's so many, I mean, I'm, like, a life coach and whatever, like, but, like, not that reaching one or two people is, like, 100 chain effect, whatever, but it's not 500,000, so anything you can reach, more people energetically without having to actually physically be there and or even associate with the with the psychological unwinding or something, I think this is wonderful.
Yeah. So I agree with you. This is going to be a game changer. This technology, this implementation of this energy, the energy of the sun and the stars, it will change the social order. My prediction is scalar energy will change the course of history for the better. For the better.
I think so. I mean, it's not going to make it worse, that's for sure. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. So, like, yeah, let's get it going. And what is, like, what's your ultimate goal with this, other than to just get it out there? Like,
my goal would be to work with 1 billion photographs a year.
1 billion photographs a year, okay.
And how do I do that? Well, I have to present my work, and people have to sign up for the 15 days and 3 sessions. And if they believe in it, then we move on and we start working with millions of people, tens of millions of people. Now, keep in mind, since I'm working with energy, there's no biological consequence. There's no negative side effects.
Right.
You cannot have a skin rash from your photograph. You cannot get an allergic reaction from a photograph. And I'm not saying that to be facetious. This is the easy way to administer quantum health, and everybody feels better.
Right. So the whole
Nobody,
so basically, you're literally just trying to make the whole world feel fantastic.
Yes. That's it.
What a great goal to have. I mean, I love that. I'm like fully signed up for that mission. That's a really great mission you got there.
Thank you so much. And it's tenable. And the reason it's
so
tenable
wholesome too. It's like you're not even asking for anything crazy. You're just like, literally, I just want to make the world better. Awesome. We love that.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, it's refreshing.
So in other words, what can go wrong? Nothing. I'm working with energy, light. Okay? I'm working with energy.
Right.
These instruments are scientific instruments. They work according to the laws of science. I identify a microbe through a photograph, not through medical diagnosis, through photographs. And then the energy instrument finds the signature of the microbe in the person's quantum field.
Right.
Could not be simpler. Could not be any easier.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, it's so simple. I'm like, I want to complicate it in my own brain to like ask more questions, but it's so like just like, yeah. You kind of floored me here. Usually I'm not this floored. It's a good thing. It means I'm impressed and also like, yeah, okay.
Now, to be very clear with your audience, once again, when we're working with these instruments, this has never been accomplished before. These instruments are custom-built instruments. Okay? Those are custom-built. So I don't expect the world to understand this. So if you will, my goal is simply to introduce this technology to the world. And many people, many researchers have to get on board. So hopefully the 15-day free session, again, everybody in the
So that
world.
means if you're working on 500,000 people a day, does that mean 500,000 people have already signed up for this free trial then?
Yes. And many of those people, we were working with NGOs around the world or with Christian missionaries. They send collages like this.
Okay.
Sometimes I have a collage of 400 or 500 people. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's easy when you're working with a collage rather than doing it one photograph at a time.
Okay. So basically you make your own collages then too for people.
Yeah. And we have a computer uploader and we simply upload the photographs.
Oh.
And at the end of the day, on any given day, I could easily have 1,000 photographs. Well, if you add those up day after day, right now I'm working with 500,000 photographs.
That's just a lot. So that's a lot. So how do you systemize? The computer does it. Like, 'cause it's a lot.
Yeah, everything is computer automated.
We love the computer.
This has always been our goal, to be able to scale this quickly through.
Right, because if you were like personally holding, it wouldn't. Yeah, that would take you a very long time.
Thank you. So everything has to be automated, and that's what we've done. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I was trying to add up. How are you working with 500,000 people per day? Not adding up in the ability of one human being to be able to do that. But computers, that's what they're there for.
So, to be clear, this instrument can do the work of 1,000 people.
That's crazy.
Scalar energy will do the work in the future. We won't have to do the work as people.
Right.
Energy instruments will do our work for us.
We like that, yeah.
We do like that.
We do like that. I don't know if the medical people are not gonna like that, but whatever, that's not really our problem. Yeah, have you talked to, how do doctors feel about this? They probably hate it as much as they hate all other alternative medicine, but why would
I don't know if they quite understand it yet, because it's not in their lane.
Right. It's totally outside the field of understanding.
For me to tell people there's a quantum field, you have to accept that there's quantum energy or quantum
That's so true. Only I don't know what the percentage of the population who would agree with that is, but it's not the majority, I would imagine. Although it's much more than it was a few years ago, I would say. But yeah, you're right. This is really outlandish to a lot of people, so correct.
Yeah. And Nikola Tesla, the great inventor, did his best to introduce scalar energy, this concept of scalar energy to people.
Right.
The world is starting to pay attention to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To this science. There was a time that Tesla could take a light bulb and he could illuminate a light bulb miles away from his scalar energy power station. So what does that mean? In the future, we will hopefully be able to use this energy to illuminate a building or a city. Free energy, because there's no infrastructure that's needed. And all you have to do is tap into the energy of the sun and the stars.
Right. Yep. That would be ideal, but also on the same time, it's chaotic anarchy for the people who don't want that, which is great in its own right, but I hope they let you do it. I hope they let you do it. I hope they let somebody do it, because it's really, that's ideal, but who are they? I don't know, but I hope that goes. I would like free energy. I know that's what Tesla wanted, and I know it's possible. So.
Yeah, it is possible. So,
all these things are very possible and very attainable, I feel like. So I hope it gets off.
It is, because of people like you. So,
right.
Again, to reiterate, scalar energy is a new way of looking at reality. Scalar energy is indeed a scientific pursuit of mine and other researchers. The energy is real. These instruments are scientifically calibrated, and we have discovered a new branch of physics. This new branch of physics will allow us to change the world.
I'm so ready for you to change the world. Okay, like hypothetically, you're doing it you would have to build this on a bigger scale to power, say, buildings or
Right.
cities. So you'd have to essentially build like a giant one of these things.
Either that or I have to figure out a way to amplify this energy of this existing instrument.
Okay, right. Like magnify it and
so right now we're just worried about quantum health with people. In the future, if God gives me the wisdom and I can light up a building or light up a city, then I'll do that. Okay. So one step at a time. For this discussion today, we simply want to encourage people to visit the website. Thank you. Visit the website.
I'm thinking hypotheticals and future, but yes. Yeah. Okay, we want you to sign up. Ignore my hypothetical tangents about superpowering cities and just sign up for the website.
That's a good point, because there are millions of potentially there's millions of applications of this energy. Look at what we do with electricity today.
Right.
There's thousands of applications of electricity.
Yeah, and that's me just always thinking on a grand human scale. I already had you heal the world and power the world for free, so awesome.
So join on us. Join with us. Join on the bandwagon. Get on the bandwagon. Help us get this technology out there. We are a grassroots movement. I don't align myself with big business or big government. I don't trust big business or big government. And I rely upon God and the people to help me get this message out there.
And I am the people, so.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
I'm just showing up. I just showed up today. You're doing this, so. You're doing a good job, I'm here hosting, sure, but yep, you created this, so we're just going to give you props. I'm going to sign up. I mean, honestly, I know I'm terrible. I get people on the show and I vaguely read the bio and then I forget about it till you're on, so it's all new for me. But that's fun, because then it's a surprise when you come on my show. Oh yeah, Tesla, I don't understand.
This is a clinic in Delhi, India. Om Prakash. Om Prakash HIV/AIDS clinic in Delhi, India. I've worked with over 5,000 people at this clinic in Delhi, India. After working with these people, just through their photograph, I've never been to India. After working with these people with their photograph, nobody has a viral load anymore for HIV.
Revelatory.
Test result after test result has been submitted to us. Here's one of them from Om Prakash. This individual tells us they no longer have any viral load for HIV.
Right. Amazing.
Here's another test result from Om Prakash. No viral load. So this is the evidence. The test results and the testimonies are the evidence. It's the beginning body of evidence. Now, how do we do this? How is this possible? Well, there's a lot of theory behind this. Why do people feel better? You'd have to ask those people. And that's why we rely upon testimonies right now. The testimonies will carry this story. They have to. Because this has never been duplicated by anybody. Ever. Here's a before and after PCR test result from Africa. After 4 months of sessions, this person went from a viral load to undetectable. No viral load.
It's amazing.
It's a new science. It requires a new way of looking at reality.
Science is awesome.
Yes, it is. Science is awesome, but you still have to interpret. But what the heck's going on here?
Right.
And I leave the interpretation up to people. There is no one answer yet, because we haven't even defined what I'm doing.
Right.
What I'm doing has never been duplicated. So it's an open-ended field of discussion.
I like that, though. Yeah, I know, I'm I can't define it. I have nothing. You're doing something. feels good and feels like it could have monumental impact on the planet, and whatever, don't define it. Let it define itself, I suppose.
You're not going to find a textbook on this process that I just described, because I'm the only one who's perfected this process. So the only way you can learn is not from a textbook, by signing up for the 15-day free sessions. That's how cutting edge this is, people. You're not going to find this in academia.
So sign up for the 15-day free course. I mean, it's free. Why not?
And that's it.
That's it. There's no reason why you shouldn't or wouldn't. It's free. There's no risk involved in that, So sign up. I'm going to sign up right after this, so.
Please do so.
Well, of course.
And share this with your family and friends.
I will.
Scalarlight.com is the website. Anybody in the world can visit the website, sign up for free, help me get the word out. You can share that website with your entire family, your community at work. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Help me introduce to the world quantum healing through force fields, through a photographic force field. It's not biological. This is not Western medicine.
Yeah, we don't want any more Western medicine, so all for it. Quantum healing is the future.
Yes, it is.
I agree wholeheartedly.
This is the future. You're absolutely right. And I thank you for seeing that big picture.
And the future is now, so.
Yes. God bless you. You're absolutely right.
So let's tell all our friends, kids. Not that you're all kids listening. None of you are kids, actually. I hope children don't listen to my show. But humans, go tell your friends, your mom, your dad, your circle, your coworkers. I don't care who. Everybody.
And send in photographs of your pets. I have 2 dogs, and I work with my dogs every day.
Oh, I love it.
Through their photographs, and my dogs feel fine. So send in all pets, even if you have farm animals. Send in your farm animals.
Oh, can I send in George the emu?
Yes.
Okay. You send George the emu. And also my cat that I left behind in California. I'm going to send Elliot. Love her. Yeah, send your pets. Send your emus. I hope everybody has I genuinely hope that I have listeners who are like, yeah, totally got 10 emus. One of my friends actually does, but other than that, I'm not sure that that's a commodity. So, but if you do, send your dogs. That's more normal. Send your bunny rabbit. I don't care. Send your squirrel if you got one.
Thank you. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you for your time. I'm excited to sign up. I'm excited to see where this goes. Yeah, so Thomas, that's you, Tom Paladino, and Scalarlight.com, right? Scalarlight.
Scalarlight.com.
Scalarlight.com is your website. Are you on social media?
Yep.
We can find you on Instagrams and stuff, or Facebooks, or.
That's correct. Just go to our website. On our homepage, you'll see all of our social media sites.
All right, Scalar Energy. Now, everyone listening, go go share, go follow, go join the movement, and let's see where it goes. I'm excited.
It is a movement. You're absolutely right. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is the movement. We're going to change the world. It's so easy, people. Make this very clear. I don't use an infrastructure. There are no satellites I need. I don't need telephone wires. I don't need substations. I don't need an induction motor. I simply access the matrix or the quantum field through a photograph. It could not be any simpler. So that also lends itself to the future when we're working with energy propagation. You don't need to build an expensive infrastructure. You don't need cable.
Just need energy. Just need energy.
That's right. If you just keep it 100%, that's it. It's 100% energy. You don't need anything else. So this will free us from the encumbrance of stuff and high tension wires, electrical conduit, You don't need that. We're going into a new era.
I love it. I'm very excited to see where this goes. It's definitely necessary. And yeah, thank you for chatting with me and coming on the show. And let's go blow this thing up. Not like literally, not literally blow anything up, but let's get this big.
Thanks, Linda. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom. I look forward to see where this is going, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And like everyone, go put your picture on the website and sign up for the 15 days, because that's what I'm gonna do right now. And for all my listeners, thank you for tuning in to the Linguist Show, and I will see you soon. Bisous, ciao.